Welcome back to Leffafriikki Cinema. It's time for another episode where I introduce my home theater piece by piece. And right now I'm in front of the episode which I have myself probably waited the most. This episode I will introduce you something real special DIY stuff what you can only find from my room. And if you can point me out anybody else who has done anything like this, please share it in the comment section, and I'm really looking forward to see it. But this is something really unique, something that I'm really proud of, and something that it's something that I really enjoy in my room every day I step into this room. So let's turn the camera around and I will show you what we talk about today. And today we talk about these chairs. Believe or not, these are full DIY. Let's talk about history a little bit. When I built my first room, I bought nice home theater seats. There was 3 seats, recliners, cup holders, everything pretty nice. But at some point I started to dream something else. Obviously anybody who's watching anything in home theater, who own any home theater or anything to do with this hobby, you know where to get probably the best seats you can ever get in your home theater. I was dreaming about those seats as well. I was really, wishing to get best of the best, because I know that when you're watching the movies, you keep sitting on those chairs for so long that they has to be comfortable. They have to be really good seats to sit on, and if they're not comfortable, you don't like to spend time in your home theater. So first, what I did in my room, where I updated everything big time in 2016, I decided to add two beds as a seats. Because if you get the bed, which you can see here in the picture, if you add the bed, you can recline it. You can recline your feet. You can get the really comfortable seating position, and I think they were pretty good. I really enjoyed my time in those bed seats, and I was watching obviously a lot of movies. And the positive side with those was that you were also able to use it as a guest bed. So you were able to bring the guest in and they were able to, sleep in the real bed. And I think that was the best option at that point. When the time goes on, I started to dream something else. And at that point, I actually built my first DIY home theater seats. And what I basically did, I built a frame for 2 seats, and then I put those bed mattresses into those frames. And this is the end result, how those seats looked. They were actually pretty good. They were very, very big. They were really heavy, but they were surprisingly good to sit at. So I think those were pretty good. At that point, I already started to dream about a front seat, so I actually got these really good seats that I had. So I had 3 seats in front, and they were airplane seats. So they were really unique, authentic airplane business class seats, which were quite comfortable. They were a little small, especially for me. Well, obviously I didn't sit on them by myself, but they were pretty good for the front seat. And I had to do a lot of work to get them work great, and they became pretty good, but I enjoyed them as well, as long as I wanted to kick them out, and then I started to do something else. After that, I built one more chair in the front row, and that was basically a couch, which I also built it myself, and you can see here how it looks. It was okay. The main thing was that it had to be really low, so they didn't bother anything in the picture to watch it from these main seats. So that was the only reason why I built it, to get a little bit more room for guests, but also to keep the heads down so you can watch it from the main seat without any interference in the picture. But right now, as you see here, I don't have any front seat right now. Basically I do have, but the front seats are inflammable, so I can take them off and put it back when I need it. But what I want to introduce you today is these wonderful DIY seats that I'm really proud to introduce you today. Let's start from the bottom. There's a little riser, and below the riser there's LED lights which you can change the color to your will. And I think there is two reasons to have the riser. First of all, I needed to raise the main seats a little bit higher to see over the front row, but also to get nice lights down there. Obviously they look pretty good. Also, the reason to build the riser was that I wanted to build Butkickers, which you can see here. So there is two Butkickers installed on these risers, so they affect same way to all three seats, which is actually pretty nice. And I love my Butkickers. I would never ever give them up. Whatever bass you have, I have a waveforming 5 18-inch subwoofers, but I still would never give up my Butkickers. They are just something else. I won't ever give them up. But then I have 3 seats. All of them are reclinable. You can see the buttons right here. So as you see here, I have 3 buttons, plus you have the circle one, which you can return everything into place. Plus you get a little USB if you want to charge your phone or something like that. This one, the front one, controls the head. So you have right here, you can see how the headrest turns forward, and it works really good from the front button. Here you can see the nice pillows that I have, obviously custom made for Leffafriikki Cinema. But then in the second button right here, you can control the lumper support. I don't know if you can see it here, but it works. And then the third button right here, you can recline the seats. So here you can see how your legs come out, and headrest, backrest goes down, and this way you can recline all of the 3 seats. As I said, the bottom here, the circle one, returns everything back into place. Same buttons on all 3 seats. Then you have a cup holders. These one right here are just regular cup holders. They're blue and they will stay blue. But then this is really cool. If you look for these ones, first of all, you can turn the lights on right here. If you press long, you can change the color. You can choose the color you want. If you press once, it starts dimming. And to turn off. So 3 different colors, and with the dimmed you can actually keep them on during watching the movie if you will. I used to keep them in the blue, and if I turn them on, if you really turn them like this, you can definitely watch the movie and it doesn't bother you too much. But there's also cooling. Maybe you can hear the little sound, so this will cool your cup as well. That's something really nice. Also, you have USB port here, so you can charge your cell phones, or in my case, you can see here that I have my control panel, which is the regular iPad here. So I can control everything in my system right here. I will introduce that in a separate video, but it's integrated into my seats. And when I built these seats at the first place, there was also integrated Huawei charger, which I now brought back in here because I had a phone that works actually with it, but it didn't work that well through the wood there. It worked at the first place, but with the new phone it doesn't work. But as you can see here, you can charge the iPad directly from the cup holder, so it's always loaded and it works perfectly on there. Both of the handrests you can raise up, and I don't know if you can see anything right here. Let's see if I can get a little light up there. So right here you can see there's a butt kicker right there in the middle. There's a little screen. No, actually it's not the screen anymore. I used to have another screen there, but here you can see, let's see if I hear, yeah. So there you can see the little amplifier, subwoofer amplifier, which amplifies those butt kickers, and all the cables and everything goes into this left handrest. If we take a look at the other one, also another handrest you can also raise up, and if you look at here, you can have all the remotes and classes, 3D classes and everything right there. So there's a lot of room for keeping stuff inside the chair as well. If we go here, back of the seats, right here, you can see how they are holstered here. Here you can have more storage space. So here is more storage for all the stuff that I need here. Little storage space here in the behind it, and obviously right there in the behind is the amplifier. As you can see here, the seats are custom made basically for me. So the main seat is a little bit bigger than the rest of the two, and that's made for purpose. So I'm a little taller, I'm like 6'6", 6'7", so I need that little bit higher seat for myself, and most of the time my kids or somebody a little bit shorter is watching on the other two chairs, so they need to be a little bit shorter. But these are my seats here, and if you look at them, you can actually really see that they have get inspiration from somewhere. Do you know where the inspiration is coming from? What seats are looking pretty much the same? Yep, you correct. So where I got the inspiration for these seats are definitely Valencia seating, which you see in every home theater video and high-level home theaters. And I dreamed about Valencia seating as well. And I have to tell you, I asked Gwet from the Valencia, I asked how much would I need to pay to get 3 of these seats into my home theater, and they actually made me a pretty good offer. I understand that they give up a lot of these to YouTubers in the States, and they were also willing to give me quite a good discount for 3 seats to get delivered to Finland. But as you probably guess, the biggest issue was the shipping cost. Shipping these 3-seaters to Finland would have cost almost as much as the product itself. So it would be really, really expensive to bring 3 of these Valencia seats here in Finland. So that's why I decided to go other route and build my own seats myself. But these are replicas of the Valencia. I got an idea from their seats, and I tried to create my own as well as I was able to do it. Everything, I mean everything, is handmade. Only thing somebody else has made is this one teaching right here. This one is made by professional, but everything else it's DIY'd all by myself, and I really enjoy the results. They look good, they're really good to sit, and I think that is the thing that I'm most proud of in my whole hobby and this home theater. If you know anybody else done anything similar, just let me know, and I'm more than curious to see how they look and how good seats have they made to their own home theater. So this is a video about my chairs, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you ask if you have anything to ask about my chairs or anything in my room. Please share and subscribe my channel, and I will introduce more stuff in this room a little bit later. But right now, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, follow, put the thumb up if you like it, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Bye for now.